just do a quick intro and go live. So, welcome to Level Up TV at levelupyourgame.net. I'm just Repute, joined by Vor. It's ClanBase EuroCup 26. We're still in the group stages. Group A, and we're going to see the top team, the currently undefeated, flawless record.
Invincibles.
Sitto. Invincibles, yeah. Sitto trying to carry that on. They haven't dropped a map yet. Against Mamut, who is sitting, I think, second from bottom in the group. He would really love a win under their belt. Let's look at the lineups quickly. Flash, Q50, Zyrinx, and Dimitri for Sitto, and for Mamut, Satan, Nubakiller, and Miso. It's Purgatory, which is Sitto's map pick, and we're off underway following Q50 to start off with.
Red leads.
So we were just talking before about the fact that Sitto are looking like heavy favourites for this game, considering their record thus far, and comparing it to Mammoth's as well. But this has been a strong map for Mammoth. Sitto decided to pick it. Fight fire with fire.
Yeah, I like an aggressive map pick like that. You know that this is your opponent's home map. You decided, you know, we're really going to show how good we are on it by, you know, taking you on. We're not going to avoid playing this map.
First power-ups will be spawning fairly soon. I don't have a time on myself. There they are. They're up. It's kind of mid-range time to spawn. Zyrinx was almost there. Dimitri's got to be cautious going up this, but it's a split power-up between the two. Dimitri, quick rail. I'm going to switch back to the battlesuit. Well, where's the battlesuit? It's dead.
Yeah, it was killed by Zyrinx.
Wow. There was two players there as well with it, weren't there?
There were.
Work as ever from Superstar Zyrinx, probably the key player both teams across the server. Not the best run ever, but Dimitri was very low health by the end of that.
No, but his team, you know, they've already taken a decent advantage from the start. For me, the key to Mammoth will be, you know, Sitto are going to attack areas and win them over. It's going to be down to what Mammoth do after that. You know, they're a good team on this map, so I would hope that, you know, they play a quite disciplined game, and you know, if they're not getting the reds, they're going to make sure they get all the rails. You know, if they're not getting the rails, they're going to make sure they get all the reds. You know, stay strong on the map and make sure you're in the fight for key items. Don't get run over, because you know we know how good Sitto are, and if you lack that discipline against them, you know they will dominate the whole map.
Still following Dimitri, hasn't gone down since the end of this one. In fact, he's just stacked up further. Already building at this stage what you'd call a pretty comfortable lead. Looks like it's got free reign over the map as well in the key positions, that upper corridor area and over to the rail.
Yeah, he's a player, we see it on Hidden Fortress as well. He loves to, you know, take the lightning gun and then go aggressive with it, which is what we're seeing.
It's the kind of weapon you really do want to go aggressive with. Power-ups are pretty synced. Slightly ahead is the battlesuit.
1 second. That's that half a second.
It's not going to make any difference. So, might see a split from a team as coordinated as Sitto. Looks like going maybe 2 and 2. By the
it looks like
the map.
And they've
like
defended
an easy
the quad.
pick up. Where a Mammoth, well, Zyrinx has taken an easy battlesuit, and Flash has evaded any kind of damage with that card. Well, just a little bit of splash damage from the rocket there at the end. We follow both power-ups together. Going to switch around to Zyrinx, who looked like he was going aggressive. Rocket spam does hit a heavy rocket, and he can probably finish off the frag with machine gun here. Oh, takes a rocket to the face though. Eventually picking up that kill. Going to switch back to the quad damage, who now has a red armor in his hands as Flash. Looking for those frags. They're just extending this lead, and they will be extending it with double power-ups.
It's good usage of the power-up, even though that Flash didn't actually get any kills, but you saw he went from red to rail, so the two most important parts of the map, you know, straight from red to the rail, and he's pushed Mammoth basically away from those important items.
Good railing.
Yeah, it was very nice, and this is exactly what Mammoth need to do, because they need to fight their way back into the important items.
Well, that's exactly what they, yeah, as you say, they're going to need to keep these rails. Miso can't really just rush in, go down and lose that rail, because he's going to need it to cause that damage.
And that's a big kill.
As you pointed out, Dimitri again aggressive with the lightning gun, and it really causes problems for his opponents.
It does, and you know, Mammoth really needed those weapons, because they can't get a grip now on the rail to get some more, then they're going to be severely out-weaponed. And we can still see that Zyrinx is in the vicinity of that rail, and he's not the sort of player you want to have to go up against to win an area back, because such a strong player, maintains his stack well and uses it brilliantly.
Dimitri having to back off there. He did miss all his rail shots. He saw his opponent pick up the Mega in between that as well. I think we'll switch around to, let's have flashes in, machine gun, Q50, and just getting shotgun. So Zyrinx will go to, and quick kill on Miso there through the teleport. He's now ready for this battle. So it looks like they're committing most of their team to it this time. Sitto are usually quite controlled in their play. Always quite tactical as well as have those skillful attacks. Miso with quad. Switch back to Zyrinx, who picks up a frag. He's now 140 armor, rocket launcher in hand. Nice first rocket on Satan. Finishes him off with a shotgun. Quad versus Battlesuit. Who's going to come out on top? It is the Battlesuit. Unsurprisingly, probably there. I can't believe Miso was still around that area.
Yeah, but he didn't have much health and armor himself. He had no armor. He didn't have much health, so he was kind of worried about whatever direction he went in, because he didn't have a clear idea of where Zyrinx was.
I have to say, at the moment, it's a little bit too easy for Sitto. Just to, pretty much, Zyrinx and Dimitri, we've seen them just rushing around wherever they want to go. There's no real challenge.
Every time they push out red, there isn't really enough resistance. We see Miso in a high area here now, but he has no weapons, so there's not much he can actually do. I mean, his machine gun will do negligible damage there. This is the area they need to be concerned with. They can't afford to be missing out on red and rail.
Yeah, I think if you're not in control of red, you need to make sure you're ambushing, especially around the Mega, and trying to control that railgun.
Yeah, you need to be in positions that allow you to monitor what ways Sitto are going to move out of red, and you need to try and cut them off. Obviously the high route is a great position to control because you can see when the red is picked up. But you just need to take those positions up, hit your shots, and hope that you can push them back. Because we see games where the red isn't completely dominant, but it takes good positioning to counter it.
Satan doing a pretty good job at the moment. He's actually got 70% rail, so if he had a railgun, he could do some serious damage. He's got plasma and shotgun at the moment, but he's been pinned up here. And look how aggressive Dimitri is again.
But it's good play. I mean, he has the health and armor to commit to that fight.
He's got teammates supporting him as well. It makes complete sense to do that. Palms off his lightning gun for the potential quad carrier.
They've split again for the power-ups, it seems.
Q50 with a quad on this occasion. Got to be cautious. Almost dived into Miso's rocket. Satan though with the Battlesuit. Let's switch back to Q50. Looks like he's going to try and ambush the Battlesuit. Yeah. Oh, but that is good support from Deeth. Taking out Q50 with the rail, and Satan's got a free run of the map. Now this is a great opportunity to bring back Mamut into the game. Get a few frags, get control of some key items. Takes the red already, and then the lightning gun.
Now he needs to try and push that upper corridor. Clear that out.
There we go, Dimitri surely going to do it down here. He does. Good switch to the shotgun. Oh, it's a pretty unfortunate spawn. The Zyrinx just spawned as he had gone down there. But it does eliminate him. It's a 20 frag margin. Not too big. That's an efficient frag on Q50 as well. Might even get the spawn kill. He's still got a lightning gun. I'm surprised he's not utilising a bit more there.
Yeah, and if he's not going to use it, maybe give it away to a teammate. But he should be using it, really. I mean, as soon as he has some health, then he'll be at a serious threat to anyone.
He's got his rail percentage at 3 meters, so let's see what he can do now. He's got a railgun. He's going to look into shots into the stream support. His team does take out Dimitri.
Yeah, this is the exact position they wanted it.
He could have grabbed that red, but that is not too good.
I mean, it's so tempting when you see that red, but with the items he had, I would have really seriously considered just waiting to see what your teammates were doing, because he was on his own against 3, he had no chance to survive.
I think he had 2 options there. Go for the shots, do the damage, maybe even get the kill, and then use it as bait, or drop down straight away and grab it before, and then maybe fight your way out. Instead, he went for both. He went for the shot and then tried to drop on it, and
with the weapons he had, I really don't think he should have dropped. I mean, if he was a spawner in that situation, had nothing, then yeah, go down and steal the red. But with what he had, he should have just looked for damage.
Dimitri, excellent defense of this quad area. Gets 2 frags right before the power-up spawns. Don't know quite where he's jumping up there, but he does get the frag and removes that threat away from Sitto. But again, double power-up for them, although he could be running around the map solo, as we saw that quad go down. each time they've at least got one power-up for, and what, 3 double power-ups so far?
Yeah, 3 doubles. I mean, Mammoth, their power-up play is really not good so far.
Yeah, the problem, the argument is, of course, yeah, Sitto's play is good, but they're just turning up at the right time. They do obviously have an advantage on the stack, but they're splitting 2 and 2. That means you could easily outnumber them 4v2.
Yeah, I mean, it must be, you know, the problem of not having enough weapons because, you know, as you say, they should just be making sure they get 1, and you know, 4 people turning up to 1 power-up should always win out against 2, I mean, unless you've got literally nothing to work with.
Yeah, we saw Dimitri take out 2 players who came that lower bounce pad together. Not really the way to attack the quad there, but they did at least seem to have multiple players going to the quad. Dimitri just did a better job. Q50 now roaming the map. He seems fairly comfortable. Again, every time we follow a Sitto player, it's kind of like a pickup style. I mean, they don't really take anybody on with any significant stack, any real weapons. They can just move where they please. Q50 eventually sets down.
Yeah, Mammoth's positioning, you know, is what I was concerned about early on in this game. Is, you know, are they going to be solid enough and stop Sitto from dominating the map? Because, you know, Mammoth are a very good team on this map, but they're not really showing it in this game so far. It's just too easy for Sitto to move about. And they have far too much command of the major items, the red and rail. But even though the red pickup stats are similar, you know, it's only one team who's really using it effectively at the moment.
Mega's in favour of Sitto, reds are in favour of Sitto, yellows just in favour of Mammoth there. We go Miso. He has got a stacked quad, but it's a stacked battlesuit as well. It seems like both teams set up earlier for the power-ups on that occasion. Following Zyrinx with this battlesuit, decided to drop down. Mega will be a little while away. That was the quad. He's taken out Nubikiller, who was trying to ambush. He's going to steal away this red. Does he? No! He actually knocks Nubikiller into it. Off the spawn. Pretty unfortunate. Where's the quad? And switch back to the quad. He's going to catch out Zyrinx on this bounce pad. Could take him out, could he? It's a good rocket. A lot of LG as well, Misa, but he has to back off in the end. Both power-ups run out without either one eliminating the other. I think probably Zyrinx got the better of that power run. Seemed to get a couple of kills.
His team ended in a stronger position as well. They had control of the red.
I mean, what we can say from this is it's still less than 30 frags the margin. It is Sitto's map here, so I'm fairly presuming that they'll be stronger than Mammoth on it anyway. And they have had such a good run of the map from what we've seen, even though like the pickup stats aren't vastly different. Somehow, it's almost like we've not actually watched any of the key moments of Mammoth's play. I'm just going to switch away and find new.
Well, they're certainly not. They're not weak players. So the thing is, you know, in Quake Live, it is hard to build a significant difference unless there's a severe gulf in class between the two teams.
So we're following Dimitri again. He seems to be in all the action. 140 armor to his own lightning gun now. He's going to just ignore his opponent because he wants to attack the quad. Look at that, it's very nice movement there. Could be under quite a lot of duress here. Even gets spawned on by Miso. Pick it up, that drops lightning gun. He grabs quad again here. Zyrinx is unfortunate, get caught in the corner. But I think they picked up 3 frags on that setup anyway, compared to the one the actual quad carrier got here. Nubikiller was trying to hold out that red for a teammate. There is the quad trying to come through against Q50's battle, so it's switched back to the quad. He's only got 20 health and 1 frag. Mega to his name now, but that's just effectively spawning health. Switch back to the battle suit. Just going to drop down, is he? Not quite get the chance. A couple of rails got Q50 in his tracks. Very experienced players, not going to make foolish mistakes.
A lot of machine gun damage coming out there. That Q50 took all the health in that room, but still down to 21 health.
The killer again, machine gun. It says a lot though about the weapons they've got to work with, doesn't it? It's all just machine guns. I'm going to sack of it. Q50 you can follow. Well, Zyrinx. religious, mate? Say bless you.
No,
Not religious.
not religious enough apparently.
Zyrinx, nice rocket down, drops there. He's going to reward himself with this red armor. Spawns now, takes it. Lightning gun as well. Rockets, little ammo are low. But that won't worry Zyrinx too much. Excellent LG there, 39%.
See, he just does the right things as well, you know, when he pushed out of red straight into that upper corridor.
There's no delay on his thoughts, is there? It's just he just knows where to go and what to do. Straight away, rushes out, trusts his aim as well. And he delivers, even back into perfect timing. That will rock, yeah, I'm not sure he necessarily meant that, but... Battlesuit's going to be Zyrinx's again, and it looks like it's on the way to a double power-up here. Zyrinx does defend it, Q50 had the quad. You just can't drop that many power-ups. 50 frag margin now.
Yeah, we'd actually be seeing a reasonably close game, perhaps, without all these double power-ups to Sitto. I mean, I don't think Mamut would be winning. I think Sitto still had the superior map play, but they've given away so many double power-ups, it's kind of unbelievable.
Really can't do that in this tournament. We've already seen it time and time again. The teams that are dropping the power-ups are the ones losing the maps.
I mean, the thing is, you know, if you feel like you've got an advantage over your opponent, it's okay to try and go for 2 power-ups. You know, that's what Sitto are doing. You know, they think, all right, we're the stronger team, let's try and go for both power-ups on a regular basis. But if you're Mamut, you should be recognising that you're facing superior opposition and just ensuring that you get at least 1 power-up each time. I mean, 4v2 at every power-up, and they would come out with a power-up every time, or they should.
4 minutes left. We've got 2 sets of power-ups to see if Mamut can get a bit more control after this. Following deep at the moment with his unusual technique.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it really. It's just motion sickness. It's something wrong.
He looks very much like somebody who's got lag. I mean, he is very jumpy.
Yeah, it's odd.
Railing in towards that red arm. 12 impressives though.
It's a lot.
52%, good accuracy percentage as well.
It's all about where in the map you're doing it though. Obviously we haven't followed him, but you know that was a good position to be railing from there, right onto the red armor. Can he hit some key shots here now?
He's kind of forced into a bit of a drop down there, but it might be a double power from Mamut. Could it? No, Zyrinx saves the day. The quad has been eliminated. Miso complaining about the damage. He delivered, and Zyrinx was just baiting out his opponent there, but he's actually put himself into a dangerous position. Oh my god, the rockets are sublime! And his entire team dived in there to help defend him as well.
Yeah, good team support. I don't know if he needed it, but good anyway.
Wow. Zyrinx is a real pleasure to watch. Amazingly, he's only his first impressive of the game, bro.
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it, that he hasn't managed to get hold of a rail until now, with only 2.5 minutes remaining. But I saw him using it earlier in the game, but obviously not really using it much.
This is a commanding victory, and I tell you what, I'm feeling so good the fact that I predicted Sitto to win the EuroCup War. So
yeah, I bet you are. It's looking quite a good prediction at the moment. Especially having already taken out Unknown 2 maps to 0, you know, that would have been one of the teams that maybe had to challenge them, but lost 2-0. Things would have to change significantly in the playoffs.
It is looking pretty rosy, but let's bear in mind the second map is going to be Intervention, which, you know, they're all, well, most of them at least have Quake 3 experience, so no doubt they'll be experienced on it, but if there's going to be one map you maybe would expect them to have not practiced too much, could be that.
Perhaps, but again, I don't think the map is a problem for them in terms of, you know, the skills that their team possesses. They've got strong players with the lightning gun like Dimitri and Zyrinx, good railers all throughout the team as well, and they've got everything needed to be good on that map.
Quad, Dimitri securing that one for Sitto. Nubikiller getting a battle suit. Is that the first battle suit?
No, it's a third.
Oh, 3, okay.
Doesn't really compare with the 7 of Sitto.
Too much of him either. He should be pushed back there by Q50's Plasma.
And we've seen him have good games recently as well, haven't we, Mamut?
Oh, that's a great drop down just for the red. He should survive this out. Oh my god!
Very close.
Wow.
Nicely dodged.
Yeah, very good dodging. Little crouch dodges and stuff. He might blow himself up here though. You've got to be cautious of those grenades. Oh dear. That is not a way to end that. Did get the frag on the quad though. Oh, a little bit too late though. Nice grenade kill there on D.
Zyrinx is the new Prozac.
Prozac wishes he was as good as Zyrinx, I'll tell you that much.
Talking about grenades.
He wishes he was good at grenades as Zyrinx. So, well, yeah, Zyrinx 9.3k damage is just way out ahead of everybody else there.
It amazes me that the pickup stats on items are as close as they are, because just watching it, it didn't feel like it.
Yeah, so
Power-ups really
more
are...
yellows, close reds.
Power-up stats just are abysmal for Mamut. To give away that many double power-ups on what is their home map, you know, they're playing a team that are good at this map as well, but you know, they're going to be sorely disappointed that they couldn't play better than that.